Daily Bible reading, Luke chapter 2, verses 22 through 52. When the time came for their purification according to the Torah of Moshe, they took him up to Jerusalem to present him to Adonai, as it is written in the Torah of Adonai, every firstborn male is to be consecrated to Adonai, and also to offer a sacrifice of a pair of doves or 2 young pigeons, as required by the Torah of Adonai. There was in Jerusalem a man named Shimon. This man was a Zadok. He was devout. He waited eagerly for God to comfort Israel, and the Ruach HaKodesh was upon him. It had been revealed to him by the Ruach HaKodesh that he would not die before he had seen the Messiah of Adonai. Prompted by the Spirit, he went into the temple courts, and when the parents brought in the child Yeshua to do for him what the Torah required, Shimon took him in his arms, made a barakah to God, and said, "Now, Adonai, according to your word, your servant is at peace as you let him go. For I have seen with my own eyes your Yeshua, which you prepared in the presence of all peoples, a light that will bring revelation to the Goyim, and glory to your people Israel." Yeshua's father and mother were marveling at the things Shimon was saying about him. Shimon blessed them and said to the child's mother, "Miriam, this child will cause many in Israel to fall and to rise. He will become a sign whom people will speak against. Moreover, a sword will pierce your own heart too. All this will happen in order to reveal many people's inmost thoughts." There was also a prophet named Chanah bat Penuel, of the tribe of Asher. She was a very old woman. She had lived with her husband 7 years after her marriage, and had remained a widow ever since. Now she was 84. She never left the temple grounds, but worshipped there night and day, fasting and praying. She came by at that moment and began thanking God and speaking about the child to everyone who was waiting for Jerusalem to be liberated. When Joseph and Miriam had finished doing everything required by the Torah of Adonai, they returned to the Galil, to their town Nazareth. The child grew and became strong and filled with wisdom. God's favor was upon him. Every year, Yeshua's parents went to Jerusalem for the festival of Pesach. When he was 12 years old, they went up for the festival as custom required. But after the festival was over, when his parents returned, Yeshua remained in Jerusalem. They didn't realize this, supposing that he was somewhere in the caravan. They spent a whole day on the road before they began searching for him among their relatives and friends. Failing to find him, they returned to Jerusalem to look for him. On the 3rd day they found him. He was sitting in the temple court among the rabbis, not only listening to them but questioning what they said, and everyone who heard him was astonished at his insight and his responses. When his parents saw him, they were shocked, and his mother said to him, "Son, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been terribly worried looking for you." He said to them, "Why did you have to look for me? Didn't you know that I had to be concerning myself with my father's affairs?" But they didn't understand what he meant. So he went with them to Nazareth and was obedient to them. But his mother stored up all these things in her heart. And Yeshua grew both in wisdom and in stature, gaining favor both with other people and with God.